Okay, for this halal supply chain management (HSM), they have 3 points: educations, verification, and visibility. Visibility. So educations, they have cross-border logistic and third-party logistic. For verification, certification compliance and auditing system. Visibility, traceability, and supply chain integrity. So HSCM required the simultaneous monitoring of physical movement, regulatory adherence, and continuous data visibility. So, HSCM is very important. Okay, for FIDES, there are two logistic. First one is standard logistic, and the second one is halal logistic. So, standard logistic is prioritize the speeds and the cost. Temporary physical fragmentations is acceptable if the goods arrive intact. And for halal logistics, supply chains integrity, physical movement is secondary to spiritual and cross contaminations compliance. Any breach in traceability invalidates the entire chain, rendering the products non halal.
Alright, here explained about why a global logistics service provider like FedEx needs a multi-theoretical approach when investing in niche compliance such as halal logistics. First, no single theory can fully explain this complexity. Logistics innovation involve regulatory requirements, competitive advantage, and operational execution at the same time. For example, halal compliance is not just about following rules. It also creates business value, builds customer trust, and improve global market access. Therefore, FedEx must combine different theoretical perspectives to understand how innovation works in this context. These include internal capabilities, external pressures, and technological integration. Um, Here highlight that innovation in logistics, especially halal compliance, is multidimensional and requires more than one framework to fully explain it. For this slide, introduce three important frameworks used to analyze FedEx innovation process. First is RBV, which is resource-based view. This focus on internal strengths such as FedEx Advanced Logistics Network, digital systems, and global infrastructure. These resources give FedEx a competitive advantage. For the TOE framework, technology, organization, and environment, they explain how innovation is influenced by technological readiness, company structure, and external factors like regulations and market demand. For the third one is institutional theory. This focus on external pressures such as government regulations, halal certification standards, and customer expectations that push FedEx to adopt compliance systems. By combining these three frameworks, we can better understand how FedEx develops and implements innovation in a complex global environment. Logistics Service Provider or LSP were focused on FedEx. As an LSP, FedEx plays a critical role in managing the movement of goods across international borders. This includes transportation, warehousing, customs, clearance, and delivery. In the context of halal logistics, FedEx must ensure that all processes meet strict compliance standards, including proper handling, storage, and documentation. This means FedEx is not just delivering package, it is also responsible for maintaining trust, ensuring product integrity, and supporting global halal trade corridors. Therefore, the role of an LSP like FedEx is central in transforming innovation into real operational execution. Here, focus on the importance of certified halal compliance system in FedEx innovation process. Halal compliance systems ensure that products are handled according to Islamic requirements throughout the supply chain. This includes avoiding contamination, ensuring proper segregation, and maintaining certification records. FedEx integrates these systems into its logistics operation using digital tools and standardized procedures. For example, Tracking systems can verify that shipments remain compliant from origin to destination. Certification process also provide assurance to customers and regulators. The system is essential because it builds trust, ensures the transparency, and supports the growth of the global halal market. TOE framework, technology, organization, environment to FedEx innovation process were applied. First, technology refers to the digital tools used by FedEx, such as real-time tracking, data analytics, and automation systems. These technologies improve efficiency and transparency. Second, organization refers to FedEx internal structure, including leadership, employee training, and operational processes that support innovation. The last one, third, environment includes external factors such as halal regulations, global trade requirements, and customer expectations. All three elements must work together. For example, having advanced technology is not enough if the organization is not ready or if regulations are not met. This framework shows that successful innovation depends on the alignment of technology, organization, and environment. Logistics flow, origin, transit hub, destination. In FedEx operation, the process starts at the origin where goods are collected and prepared for the shipment. At this stage, proper documentation and halal compliance must be ensured. Next is the transit hub, where shipments are sorted, stored, and transferred. This is a critical point because improper handling here can affect compliance and product integrity. For the last one, the destination is where goods are delivered to customers. At this stage, final verification ensures that the shipment meets all requirements. This end-to-end flow shows how innovation and compliance must be maintained throughout the entire logistics chain, not just at one stage. Express logistics reality versus halal compliance in reality. We compare two realities faced by FedEx. First is the express logistics reality, which focus on speed, efficiency, and cost reduction. FedEx aims to deliver shipments as fast as possible across global networks. Second is the halal compliance reality, which focus on strict procedures, traceability, and adherence to religious and regulatory standards. Sometimes these two realities can conflict. For example, faster delivery may increase the risk of non-compliance if processes are rushed. Therefore, FedEx must balance both priorities by using innovation, technology, and proper governance. In conclusion, the challenge is not choosing one over the other, but integrating both to achieve efficient and compliant logistics service.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akila binti Muhammad Rafi. My matrix number is A23A2352. On this slide, we highlight three key elements of quality assurance and compliance system. First, delegated halal hub ensure physical separation to prevent cross-contamination. Second, strict contamination prevention protocols focus on proper handling, cleaning, and workflow separation. Finally, third-party auditing provide independent verifications to maintain trust and meet industry standard. Together, these elements ensure a reliable and compliant halal logistics system. This slide compares uncertified logistics with FedEx Halal Logistics certification. In uncertified logistics, there are many challenges such as regulatory hurdles, standard conflicts, and delay inspection. However, with FedEx Halal certification, these issues are reduced through an integrated system. This allows smoother processes and faster delivery across different countries. Overall, certification helps turn compliance into a competitive advantage. This slide shows the role of the third-party logistic provider in the halal supply chain. The brand or manufacturer produce the halal product, while the end consumer expect authenticity. In between, the 3PL such as FedEx plays a key role in maintaining compliance. They ensure the product remain halal throughout the entire journey. Overall, the 3PL acts as the main guardian of the supply chain integrity. This framework shows how supply chain's integrity is built step by step. At the base, we have theoretical drivers like institutional theory, RBV, and the TOE framework. Next, level 2 focuses on traceability and auditing system to ensure transparency. At level 3, we see integrations through express logistics as demonstrated in the FedEx case. Finally, all these three levels lead to level 4, which is total supply chain integrity. This slide highlights three key insights. First, compliance as a resource, not a burden, because it creates competitive advantage. Second, traceability is the product, meaning data transparency is just as important as physical goods. Finally, scaling requires strong system, where technologies, organization, and environment must work together.